It's
Wavy.
wavy F.
Af. Af no af. Let's go. And so Luna. I think it would be nice to I mean, I'm sure you guys already know why it's called Luna. Pero
Mm-hmm.
just for everyone who's on this stream for the first time. So we actually had the dog before. So ano na kami na just during the pandemic. And GCQ na nun eh. GCQ na nun. So nakikita na kami. And we actually had a
And originally,
mhm, bug.
okay, sorry, let me just back it up a little bit
Okay,
more.
okay, 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 okay.
So we can finally go out,
Yes.
and we're going around to Tiendesitas,
Yes. Super
and
random lang. Sabi
like
ko,
sobrang random lang.
babe, let's just look at dogs.
Yeah, we like
And
no plans,
no
no
plans. As in
plans.
random. Let's just go to Tiendesitas.
Yeah. Um,
This is
we
not an ad.
and we were actually looking. So we had no plans of purchasing a dog, but we wanted to get a dog for the
For the
ranch.
ranch.
For the
Yeah.
ranch.
And they'd always love and we were like iba-ibang breeds yung gusto ni
Yeah.
Dave for the ranch. Like one of the dog breeds that he was considered was like a French bulldog also, maybe a bigger dog, but
Yeah.
an napaded guard dog. Um and then of course the beagle was also there kasi iconic naman din kasi talaga yung beagle, so we also wanted that. Pero when we went into Tendesitas, there was no plans at all. We just wanted to stroll and look at all the doggy
Mm-hmm.
dogs that were there and pets. And then, oh my gosh,
We walked into this one shop. There was only
godsend.
one dog.
There was only one dog, and it was this beautiful tricolor female beagle.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so sweet. As in, like, ganun lang siya. Nung, papasok ko yung hand ko, ganun lang siya. Nang
Uh-uh.
ganun. Like, babe, can we please get this dog? So we ended up getting her right there
We
and
ended
then.
up getting her.
We ended up getting that female beagle dog, that female beagle right there and then. Kasi siya lang talaga, imagine, and if you've been to Tiendesitas, okay, Tiendesitas for those who are not from the Philippines, it's like a, how would you describe it? It's
It's
like
like a
stall,
it's a mall that has
an
an
open
indoor area. It's got an outdoor
an
area. It's got
atrium.
different types of like areas
Yeah.
na
It's
mall.
like an open mall. Hindi siya like a enclosed mall. It's like an open park mall something.
Yeah.
And they'd have a section na puro pets.
Oh,
It was all
pets.
pets and usually in those stores there would be a couple of pets.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe even 5 to 10 pets, iba-ibang breed. Pero this one store, and it was in the corner.
It was in a corner.
It
Yeah.
was in a corner in a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Maraming like mga cages, like stuff for pets basically, but then there was just one dog and it was a female beagle.
Mm-hmm.
6 months. Super pretty dog. And then we decided to get her. And then ayun nga, so we decided to get her for the ranch originally. And then and long story short, I fell in love with the doggy dog. And I wasn't even telling Dave yet. I was already crying. I was already so emotional. And I was super like, but I want to keep her. I don't want to, I don't want to, like, I wanted to keep her already. I was basically begging. Thank you for the harana. Thank you. I was basically begging them. I don't want to give her away. And so pumayag siya. Pumayag siya. And then biglang, so, okay, we have our own dog. Kasi sabi niya, okay, but we still need a dog for the ranch. Kasi he was already able to tell,
Because I already promised them that we're gonna
yeah,
get him a
nag-promise na
dog.
siya dun sa family niya, dun sa ranch na he was gonna get them a dog. And so, on the day na we were scheduled to go to the ranch, we dropped by Tiendesitas again, and we were just hoping that we'd find another dog.
And we did.
And we did, and that's
Found Rocky.
Rocky. And that's Rocky. And how we came across the name Luna, just because I don't know, I was toying with the idea of like the moon. I don't know why. Like I liked it. And then si Rocky naman, I was also the one that, or we were also the one that named Rocky, not Micah. Sorry, Micah. Pero we named it Rocky because it was kind of related to the moon. How the moon's like
Mm.
Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my mind. That was what's going through my mind why I called Rocky Rocky. And Rocky was super small pa nung time na yun. Rocky is a chocolate beagle. Amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't see a lot of chocolate
Sobrang
beagles.
pogi.
And right now, fast forward to right now, Micah has like 4 dogs. He has
Yes, 4 beagles.
4 beagles. There are 2 choco beagles, a male and a female, an all white cream. Ano, what's it called? cream. What?
Nagparang flicker. What's
Oh,
that? Why is it
maybe
flickering?
because I'm doing this.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Interesting.
We were just seeing like a flicker in the ano, a flicker on the video. Anyways, so where was I? So Micah has four beagles. He has two. He has one tricolor who is the very first puppy of Rocky and yung partner niya. Two choco beagles, a male and a female. And anong color ni Ginger? How would you describe that?
Um, a ginger color.
Ginger color. Di honey. Basta may term yun eh.
Oh,
May
forgot.
term yan. Pero basically, one color lang si Ginger. So, and so ngayon, apat na siya. So, going back to Luna, what happened, we only had her for like a month.
Yeah,
We only had her for a month
a
kasi,
little over a month.
okay, babe,
Hindi ba?
really?
Yeah, a little over a month.
Pero super saglit lang yun. Kasi we
June to
had
July.
her for a couple of days. We went to the ranch. We got Rocky. We were at the ranch for a whole week. When we head back, Luna was
Yeah.
deteriorating already.
Mm-mm.
Basically, what happened is Luna caught this dog virus called parvo.
Which I had never heard of.
I've never heard of it also before. And this was also the very first time kasi that I
Lemon.
lemon. Yes,
Yes,
tama.
lemon.
Ayan, may
Tama.
nagbasa. Thank you for helping us. So Ginger, one of Micah's beagles is the lemon color, lemon shade of a beagle. Anyways, and she had parvo. On our way back, we were she wasn't she usually has high energy, would eat everything, literally everything. Her favorite snack was a carrot and mangoes.
Yeah.
That was her favorite snack, everything. Um, but then I guess she caught it at the ranch, and we found out that parvo is something that's like high during the rainy season, and because
Mm-hmm.
the ranch is like of course green fields of green grass, and we let them out lang din. Maybe she caught it there or got it from
And
there.
even during that time, like the ranch had other puppies, then they all
Yeah,
died,
tama. They also all
and a
died
bunch
kasi
of dogs
it's
around the neighborhood.
contagious. Kaya we
Yeah.
were also like super worried na for Rocky, just monitoring him while Luna was going through this state. And then I was also in the process of moving na to my condo at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the process of moving out my stuff because I stayed with one of my managers for a whole year, just looking for a place and just finding myself. I stayed with my manager in Makati, and I was moving my stuff out. And Luna was, we put Luna in a pet hospital. Hopefully na ma save
Yeah.
nila,
So
but it was already too late.
someone said,
Yeah, and that was actually one of our yung mali namin, one of the wrong things we did because when we got Luna, she wasn't fully vaccinated. Because it was around COVID time, and that
mm
there wasn't a lot of clinics open, so
a lot
that's
of
why
the
we
clinics
decided
were
to take
closed.
her na
Yeah.
lang right away to the ranch. Para when we and then we were planning to
We were.
vaccinate her.
We were, yeah.
We
When we
were
got
planning
back,
to
we were
vaccine
gonna
when
do
we
it.
got back, but then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And then ayun, she died in our arms.
Yeah.
And I
I've
remember,
never been like grabe yung iyak ko talaga. Both of us, we got home and we just like cried like crazy. That's like the first time that I'd ever like cried over a dog. Pero iba lang kasi yung connection natin with Luna.
ay oo naman.
Like I had so many, like there would be moments where I was just editing like your videos or your music or whatever, and she just like fall asleep on my lap. Tas yun din lang. And it was so nice kasi it was so um there'd be moments where you could walk around naman.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? You could go out and walk or do some errands and stuff like that. So I'd take her for walks, and just she would help me get out of the house or take her up to the rooftop and stuff like that and play
Yeah.
with her. So it was, and I've never had a dog like
Ganun ka
inside,
close mo.
yeah, ganun ka close inside
Yeah.
my condo and stuff like that. So
And beagles are super, what's English for malambing?
cuddly.
Cuddly. Like, nagka-cuddle talaga
They're super sweet.
siya.
They're so
Super,
sweet.
super
Yeah.
sweet si Luna. Kaya all the more parang super heartbreaking lang siya. And so what happened on that day was, so Luna was already confined, and then I was in Makati. I was packing up my stuff. Dave was working on his stuff in at his condo, and then I get a call from the hospital, and they go, "Ma'am, nag she stopped breathing." Pero right now we're trying to save her, trying to save
Mhm.
her, and na-revive naman siya. And so I remember just after that call from the hospital, I called Dave right away. I was already panicking. Sabi ko, babe, ano na daw, hindi na daw humihinga si Luna. She's
Yeah.
not breathing anymore. And so we both met up in the hospital, which was super close lang din naman sa where I was staying or where I was at. And Dave had to go through EDSA.
It was like one of the things also that happened. I don't know if you remember. Um, so things started slowly opening up again, and I was like trying to like get back into shape and work out, and
Yeah.
I went a little bit too hard and pulled my back. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's one of the things. It was like super hard for me for that week is because we were having to deal with Luna, and I couldn't walk.
Tama.
I couldn't walk. Like
Because of your
literally,
sciatica.
yeah. My like I twisted my ankle, and then it affected my sciatica. And then like it literally, I was in pain just trying to get to the bathroom, which was literally only like one step away.
Like right there.
Oh, kasi my condo was super small at the time. And so like I had to make my way and meet Morissette at the
At the
hospital.
hospital. And at that time nga, when we got into the hospital, so they had her na on a
Respirator.
respirator. They
Yeah.
had her na on a respirator, and then medyo my heartbeat pa naman. So
Mm-hmm.
long story short, we were there. They were giving us updates, and then I think up until the third time
Mm-mm.
na nawawala na naman yung heartbeat niya, tapos nire-revive nila. The second time meron pa, and then yung third time, um she wasn't breathing on her own anymore, but her heart was still beating. And then so they allowed for us to go inside na talaga, where all the
Mm-hmm.
where the parang the emergency room was for that pet clinic. And then I guess they were already like giving us hints na, like, example, if mag-aano na, sorry if this is like weird language, pero if lumalabas na yung waste niya basically from the butt, 'di ba? Pag lumalabas na or nag-excrete na siya ng ganun, meaning or
Wala na.
wala na
Yeah.
yun. And so like I just I don't want to cry.
It
But
was it was so crazy because when that happened, when we were on our way to the hospital,
mhm.
like the weather was fine.
Yeah,
The weather was fine. Oh
like
my gosh.
cloudy, super
Yeah.
ano,
So two things happened that was super crazy. The moment that she passed away, it started raining, as in like
as in
storm
bagyo.
levels, like flooding on the streets because it almost like a flash flood. And then two is the hospital's electricity went out.
Yeah, that's right.
The hospital's electricity went out. It was so crazy. We were like in the middle of like mourning, and we were just both like, what the heck is going on? Also because just so many crazy things happened in
Out
that
of
moment.
nowhere na parang walang, 'di ba, like sometimes in the morning, you would kind of feel like, okay, it's gonna rain today.
Mm-mm.
Pero this day, like, the sun was out, and walang anything, wala naman kaming narinig na may problem yung Meralco or something, baka di sila
Wala.
nagbayad ng bills. Pero yun nga, basically when that whole incident happened na she was gone na, when we were like signing papers and paying the bills, all of that happened right away na
Yeah.
biglang nag ulan talaga. Like it really rained super hard, and then the electricity was suddenly super faulty.
Yeah.
Pero
And
going,
even sorry, last when Tito David's driver picked us up,
yeah,
diba? Like the the street was like a river, like a rushing river. Like my shoes got wet. There
super,
was no way for me to get into the car without my shoes getting wet.
yeah,
So
we were soaked.
we went to we they picked us up and we took Luna to the ranch. Um, both of my shoes were soaked because that's how hard it was raining. It
Yeah.
was just raining like crazy.
What we decided to do, so we were in Metro Manila. We called up one of my manager's drivers, and
The wind blowing in my eyes for me.
we decided to bury her in at the ranch. So she
Mhm.
actually has that little tomb na one of the kids painted on and drew Luna, one of our favorite photos. Um, Actually, one of our fans also decided to like draw her or
Mm-mm.
paint her. She's still in our she's here basically
Sunroom.
in our sunroom. And but basically before we close off this whole topic about Luna, about the dog Luna, and then we're gonna go back to the song. Is like it was so hard on the moment where when the nurses were telling us that she's probably gonna ano na, she's probably gonna let go. Like I just wanted her to. I don't wanna cry. I just wanted her to feel and hear us that we're there.
Mhm.
So, woo, no, people are gonna be watching this again and again. And so parang yun nga na parang kahit na we were kind of already accepting na that was her fate already, that she was
Mhm.
gonna let go. But like for me, like I just wanted her to hear
Mhm.
the both of us and to feel that we were there,
Yeah.
especially during the last moments of her of her last moments of her breathing, diba? Or just her being here. And then after that, the rain came, and then it rained in our eyes also. It
Yeah.
was raining outside and inside.
Mhm.
Ay, but and so yun, kaya super special lang yung Luna for us. And we had written the song after na, diba?
Yes.
We had
Yes.
written, going back to what we were really talking about. Um, we had written this song after this whole incident with Luna. We would go back and forth at the ranch, and this is my favorite line. Do not cry again. So when it was in this song or in this chorus when basically the line was love you from here all the way to the moon and make my way back to you,
Home to you.
babe, make my way back home to you. Parang sabi ko, and in some languages, moon translates to Luna also. Sabi ko, let's just name it Luna. And
Mm-mm.
so, ayun. So that song was already there even before we got engaged.
Yeah.
So we already had that. We already had that song around, and so we just. I guess it was also like our song for Luna, basically, and it became so much more special because it became our wedding song.
Yes.
It was actually also our first dance
Mm-hmm.
during the wedding, which we will share footage of that also
Mm.
somewhere along the maybe in the next couple of weeks for Valentine's Day. Um, but yes, that's basically why. Huh? Dave is cutting onions. Uh, or that's basically why we just decided to um title it Luna because of that line and just how special that how special Luna was to us,
Mm-hmm.
and just everything from the song because we started with the chorus and then everything from the song just flowed, just like our love story. And then this part in the bridge which you guys are hearing right now, it's like kind of like a battle cry. Like I wanted it to be something like super, like have that anthemic feel, and then it slows down and then I'm gonna cry again. Bobby, why are you making
Luna.
me cry? What happened was when when we got back from the ranch and we hung out at Dave's place, we had soju.
I was just gonna share that.
We have it here. Babe, you should show us the stuff we kept. I don't know. We actually kept some of her stuff. Again, I like keeping stuff for memory. And we just don't have the painting here. But I can I'll share to you guys a photo of where we placed it in our sunroom. We have a sunroom. That's where all my plants are. But basically, we kept her. No. This we kept this soju bottle because this was the one we cried. This was the one we had while we were crying about Luna's passing. So we kept this here for our Kumu people. We kept this is not an ad. Ito na lang. Sorry. Brad. This is not an ad. I'm just sharing that this is the actual bottle. That's why we kept it.
And every time we would do live streams at our other places, syempre I would have it on my desk or in the background, and we'd have to constantly like try to hide it because it's like we're not like we should probably hide the soju because we'd be like, why is that there?
So we kept that, and this was Luna's water bowl or her food bowl. Obviously, is rose gold because why not? And then we also kept her on
Her leash.
her leash and her. She had this in her photo.
Mm-hmm.
This was her collar. We kept her collar. We didn't wanna bury it with her because we wanted to
Mm.
keep pieces of her. And this is the leash. He even uploaded a
Mm-mm.
TikTok, diba, of where she was running at the rooftop. This was that leash that she was using, or we had her. kahit na sobrang like battered na siya, ginamit pa rin namin kasi wala lang, or we kept it. And so, and imagine we're so emotional from our loss, diba? And then we decide to upload the Provinciana life vlog. And then there were so many clips of Luna. It was so hard trying to
Yeah.
it was so hard trying to get through the video, Dave editing and me watching
My
without just
gosh.
being that without just being super emotional kasi wala lang.